Hello everyone and happy Monday. It's Lindsay here with another unboxing for you. I do have a Thredup 5-pound DIY jewelry rescue box. A couple of you had commented that you would prefer to see this over the America's Thrift Supply this week. So I appreciate the feedback, and that is what I'm going to share tonight. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and enjoying the start to the NFL season. I'm recording this video on Friday. So I appreciate everybody watching Thursday's video, and I was excited to see that a lot of you are interested in the fragrances I had for sale. I will be bringing out some more. Maybe I'll incorporate that in with my sterling sale, which I'm going to try to have one of those for you this week. And for Thursday, I'm planning to open the Goodwill Blue Box name brand jewelry lot that I ordered. I'm not sure the exact title of that box, but it's a newer box to the site and my first time ordering it. So if you're new to my channel, my name's Lindsay. I'm a part-time reseller. I sell here on YouTube, also Poshmark, and on The RealReal as well. I normally post my videos Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with bonus sales. So if you do enjoy that type of content, make sure you hit your bell notification when you subscribe so you don't miss any of my notifications. This box is older, I believe. It was on the top of my pile, and it came from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. So hopefully there's an invoice in there. I will offer items for sale throughout the video, so if you see anything that you're interested in, just please shoot me an email. I do need a timestamp of the item along with a brief description, and the price of the item as well is very helpful, and I will get you out a PayPal invoice. So let me go ahead and cut the tape on this one. I know I have quite a few of these that are very old. You know, because there was a long stint where they were really hard to get. So I had some that were stored away from when they were easier to get, and I probably have some that are over 2 years old. But this is actually a newish one. I ordered this on May 27th. I believe that might be the most recent one I have, aside from the one I just ordered last week. And these boxes are $58 for 5 pounds of repurposed jewelry, $9.99 shipping and tax. So let's go ahead and get this out and take a first look at everything. These boxes are extremely difficult to get, and there's no set time or day that they restock. So you just have to be constantly monitoring the website in order to catch one. And when you do, it is pretty exhilarating to see the box in stock. So on the first peek, I'm seeing a lot of beaded jewelry, maybe some carved bone or something like that, some acrylic stuff, and kind of a cool Western type bracelet. So nothing too exciting from the first look, but there's a lot to get through. So hopefully we have some name brand pieces, and possibly some sterling would be awesome. It's definitely always a treasure hunt, so we will see what we get. Let me grab a bag so I can put my craft items in there, and I'll be right back. Got a bag here. I'm sure there will be a good amount of craft in here. These look like faux pearls that are broke off of something. So I'm going to put those into the bag and see what else we have to add to it. I do have a memory wire stretch bracelet here. And this is like a frosted pink. Really nice condition on it. Definitely would be good for a larger size wrist. We'll do $3 on that one. Not a bad piece to start. And we'll look at all the single earrings at the end of the video. But I definitely see like a lot of bracelets in here. This is super pretty. gold tone statement necklace. These are just acrylic beads, quite a bit of wear, and we are missing some stones. So unfortunately that one will go into craft, but the red beads are absolutely stunning. So definitely something that can be repurposed. That necklace will be $1 if anybody's interested in that one. And next up, I'm not really sure what this is, if it's some sort of pendant. And it is magnetic. That is going to go into craft as well for $1. And this necklace here is definitely broken. We'll see if we can get that out of the way. Really nice beads. Those could be a dyed stone possibly. So that will be in craft for $1 as well. A lot of loose little bits and bobbles so far. This is like a tube style bead. I think it is just costume. It's not magnetic. Let me just see if there's any markings on that. I don't see anything. I'm just going to set that aside, and I might test it just to make sure it's not sterling. We have a costume bangle here with a gold glitter and some clear little stones. There is definitely some wear on this one. We'll just do $1 on that. And it is coming in at a size 8 on the maximum, so just $1 on that one. And that is broken as well. So this multicolor beaded necklace looks pretty. I think it does have quite a bit of wear on it though. So we'll see if we can get it untangled. These multi-layer necklaces can be a bit challenging. And we'll get rid of our loose little pearls. That's a single earring there. And this is broken off as something, so that will be in craft as well. So let's see if we can take a look at this necklace, and then we'll move on to that ring. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this box did come from Mechanicsburg, with it being a newer box. And I think there's a couple different necklaces that's tangled in there. So that's pretty. It is like a peridot colored stone, faceted, really nice. And this one looks to be in good condition. I think it's just costume, and I don't see any markings on it. It is magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. It is gorgeous. If you are interested in purchasing anything and you would like me to hold your items for the week, that is totally fine. That is what I do normally. But if you want your items shipped right away, I can do that as well. So just let me know if you have a preference. So this is a multi-layer necklace with mixed media with chains and just plastic beads. Really pretty colors, but there's a lot of wear on the metal. So unfortunately that one I'm just going to put into craft. So that necklace will be $1. And that took up quite a bit of weight just on its own. And we have this ring here, just costume. And I don't see any markings on that one. It looks like it could be a larger size. And we do have all the stones on it, so that's good. And that one is a size 8. Let's do $3 on that one. That is pretty. And we do have another bangle here. Let's get these little bits out of the way. And this is like a hammered silver tone. and a little bit of wear on the inside, but the outside of it looks to be in good shape. Pretty cool piece. And that one is measuring in at 8 1/4 on the maximum. And it is definitely magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one as well. And we've got a couple stretch bracelets here. This is a clear stone, or clear just plastic bead. And then blue beads with the little hamzas on it. That's cute. So we'll just do both of those for $1 if you like the stretch bracelets. And then there's actually another one there. So all 3 of those for $1. And this is just a plastic beaded necklace, I guess. Would be nice to repurpose the beads, but it's not wearable, so that'll just be in craft for $1. And it looks like we have some stone chips here. And those look like real rice pearls. And that's gorgeous. I don't think that it's amber, but it definitely has that look. I don't know if that could be possibly a carnelian. I don't know. But that is gorgeous. And let me see if it's magnetic back there. It is magnetic, but that's beautiful. I'm gonna try to do a Google search and see if I can get an idea of what stone that might be. And I'll also run it under the black light just to rule out amber, but it is beautiful with the pearls. And it could be a vintage piece. There's a little bit of wear, but overall, it is really pretty. So I will put some info on the screen about that one. Definitely the best piece so far. And we do have this one. And there is a smudge on the clasp. I don't think that is a maker. Just looks like wear. And those I think are just an acrylic bead. So it does show a little bit of wear on it. But it is pretty, really dainty necklace. And it is not magnetic. But I don't think that is sterling. So on that one, we'll just do $2. It does show some wear. But nice green beads. And next up, these look like they could be stones as well. And I don't think I see any markings on that one. That looks like amethyst. And I'm not sure about the green. But those are real pearls. And then they have really pretty blue little beads on there. So super dainty. And overall in pretty good condition. Let's do $5 on that one. That is really nice. And next up we have this stretch bracelet. These are just plastic. But really pretty. Pink and yellow with the gold. We'll do $2 on that one. The stretch is good. And then we have this necklace, which is like a collar necklace. And there's a lot of wear and chipping on the enamel. So this one is just going to go into craft. That will be $1 on that piece. And we have another little stretch bracelet here. The stretch seems all right. I'll see if we can lot that with another one. I think there's 2 of them. And this one has a little charm that says love and a hamza. So we'll just do both of those for $1 if anybody likes those. And we do have another bracelet here with an evil eye. It looks like all the rhinestones are there. A little bit of wear. We'll do $1 on that one. And this is beautiful, but it looks like it's broken off of something. But stunning stones on that. So I'll see if we have anything that it goes with, but that will be in craft for $1, but it is gorgeous. And we have another kind of stone necklace here. Some of these could be homemade. This one, the little clasp probably needs to be tightened up a little bit. You know, that should be a pretty easy fix just to get it to slide on there. And some really nice, maybe dyed stone. And I don't know if that could possibly be sterling. I don't see any markings on it. And it is just magnetic. So on that one, we'll do $2, but you'll have to repair the little clasp. It just has a little separation there. So you might need to separate it a little bit more and pull that out in order to get it to attach. But pretty beads, we'll do $2 on that one. And our next piece is a statement necklace. Missing quite a few stones and a ton of wear. That one will be in craft for $1. I don't see any maker's mark on it. We have a cocktail ring, missing stones. Not missing a lot of stones, but it is missing one in that flower. It's adjustable. I don't see any branding on it. That will be in craft for $1. We have another stretch bracelet with the tree of life. That is pretty, and some wood beads. That'll be $1. And we have this bangle, kind of feels like a faux leather, and it's in good condition. That one is coming in at $7.50, and we'll just do $1 on that one as well. And then a silver tone bangle. That one does show some wear on that. And it is coming in at a $8. It's magnetic. That'll be $1. And some earrings. This is a necklace. It looks really pretty, but it's got a big knot in it. And let me see if there's any markings. There is. Of course there is on the tangled pieces. Whew. So that says 14K Italy. And it definitely looks like gold. It is a necklace with the celestial charms on it. So I'm going to put that aside and work on the tangle. And then, you know, I will either insert some information here or bring it out at the end so I can test it. But that would be absolutely amazing if that is gold. Hopefully it's kind of just like really knotted, but not like a real tight knot, at least not as of now. So it might not be that bad to untangle. So I will work on that and bring that back with an update. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and test this necklace here that was marked 14K. Unfortunately, it is broken. The clasp appears to be broken, and there is a kind of loose strand here. So I'm not sure all that's going on with it. So unfortunately, this is just going to have to be scrapped if it is real 14K. So let's go ahead and get that testing started and see what we can find out here. And if it is, I will put a gram measurement on there as well, so we can get an idea of the value. And we'll just let that one set up for a little bit. I do have another item that I need to test, so I'm just going to leave that here on the board. So I'm not going to get too excited until I can test it and see if it's in good condition. We have another stone necklace here with green stones. And this one is in good condition. We'll do $3 on that one. That looks nice. And then we have this one, silver tone, and then it drops down into a Y. And those may be glass beads. A little bit of darkening on the chain, but overall it looks to be nice. And that one's magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. And we're ready to get out another handful. So let's go ahead and do that. And there are a lot of larger type bracelets in here. And let's take a look at this piece. And I think this is our first branded. So this has A on it. I'm not sure what that is. It's really pretty. It is an antique gold tone. And I don't know if I don't think we're missing anything on there, because that one doesn't have a rhinestone. And it's the same as that. Really pretty flowers. And then it has little stars and faux pearls. And it seems to be in pretty good shape. It's super pretty. And there's the back of it. So I'm going to see if I can find out what brand that is and put info on the screen. But it is gorgeous. Really like that one. And next up we have a bangle. We're missing a faux pearl there and there and there. So it does have some issues. But it's a really substantial bracelet. It could be fixed up. It is 7.5 max on that one. That will be in craft for $1. Earrings and a lot more baubles. And we have another item that has a marking on it that I just saw somewhere in this tangle, so we'll be careful with that. That is a beautiful stone, like a round cut, I'm assuming CZ, with a halo around it. This H necklace is marked K18 on it. And you can kind of see like some silver underneath. So I wonder if that it means it's silver plated, since it doesn't say 18K, it says K18. Not silver plated, I mean gold plated. So I'll have to look into that. And it is significantly tangled with this other necklace and this earring. So I'm going to move that aside, and I'll have to work on that also. And I'll put info on the screen about that. All right, you can see the 14K is still holding steady. I do have this other tangle here that I want to test. This gold one was marked K18. And then there's also this silver one here. I don't believe I saw any markings on it, but I just want to go ahead and test that as well, just to rule it out being sterling silver. So that looks like it's copper on the silver chain. And we will test the other one here. I'll do a scratch on the H. And so K18, so that would be the same acid as the sterling. So we'll use that and see what we can find out about that. But unfortunately, that one is also in a difficult tangle. And I don't think this is anything, but we'll just test that as well. So the K18 is holding there. It's not blue. So we'll let that set up for a couple minutes there and see what happens. So I'm coming back several minutes later, and that's still holding. So I think we may have 10 karat gold on this necklace, which is incredible. I will have to probably sacrifice the other two pieces so I can get that completely untangled. But how amazing. Let me know your thoughts on that one. It's not like a golden color like the other one, but the line is definitely holding. So let me know on that, but that is really exciting. So here's our culprit with the broken pearls. So I'm going to move all of those into craft. And I guess this is all part of that. So this will all be in craft. All right, there's a lot more that are over on the side that we'll have to get to. This is another like wood bead, really pretty with like flowers on it. That'll be $1. Stretch is good on that one. And this looks like a vintage bracelet. I'm pretty sure this is carved bone and like a brass tone. And I have seen these kind before that pulls out like that. And I don't see any markings on there. This one's in good shape. Sometimes you can have some of the bone inlay that's chipped away, or a lot of wear on the metal, but this one looks really good. A really cool piece. That one is coming in at a 7 1/4 on the max, but probably would fit best on a 7. So I'm gonna do some research on that one and I'll put some info on the screen. Really cool vintage piece. Okay, so unfortunately this one is broken. It does need to be glued. This portion of the bracelet is loose. So I'm going to still do some research on this one, but yeah, it's going to need a repair. So it's got a few issues going on, but it looks like it would need to just be glued in there. And then it would function. So I will do some research on that one and let you know if it's going to be in craft or if I'm going to ask a few bucks for it. We have this beaded bracelet, looks to be in good shape. We'll do $2 on that one. And our next piece, this does have a lot of wear back here on the clasp and extender. So that one we'll just do $1 in craft. And we have this ring here, wide ring with a turquoise colored stone and kind of some mixed metal accents. I think this is just costume. It is coming in at a 7 on the mandrel down at the bottom of the ring. But you know, may work better on a 6 1/2. So I'm just going to give that a scratch to make sure it's not sterling, and I'll put a price on the screen for that one. Right, and next up we have this necklace. Just trying to get some of those pearls out of the way. There's a lot more in the pile. So this is gold tone. I don't see any markings on it. And it does need a repair there. Looks like that could be reconnected. So on this one, we'll just do $1 on that in craft. Next up, we have this leather bracelet. Really cool. It's got like a zipper edge. And this is in really nice condition. It's got a toggle clasp. And this definitely is on the smaller side. It would fit a 6 maximum. Let's do $5 on that one. That is really nice. And we do have this bracelet here with the metal beads, and it looks to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of copper coming through on the ends. So we'll just do $2 on that one. It is adjustable. And we have this gorgeous one here with crusted rhinestones and like a mother of pearl tone bead. And I'm not seeing any missing stones that are jumping out. There is some wear on the inside of the bangle. I don't see any markings. but it is gorgeous. Let's get a measurement on that one. That is at 7 3/4 maximum. Let's do $3 on that one. It does show some wear. And we do have this stretch bracelet with some wood beads and a little tassel. We'll just do $1 on that one. The stretch seems all right. And ooh, this is cool. Love that. So it's got a deer head with rhinestones and a antique gold tone. Very unique piece. It is marked and it says icing. Okay. Very cool. So I really like that. Let's do $3 on that one. It's in good condition. And we got a little bit of a tangle here, so I might come back to that stack. Really gorgeous blue rhinestones and gold tone metal. And it's kind of hard to see if all the stones are there with the way it is. But yeah, I mean, I think it's got some life left to it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Let's do $3 on that one. Really, really pretty. And I will check it over to make sure it's not missing any stones. But it is beautiful. So that is a good item. And we have this cuff bracelet here. I don't see any markings on it. Actually, that might be a marking there. I'm not sure. And there's quite a bit of wear on the metal pieces. So on that one, we'll just do craft for $1 on that one. And we have more of our little bits. I'm going to try to get out of the way so they don't roll onto the floor for Phoenix to play with. We have this little like sunflower pendant that'll be in craft for $1. And another stretch bracelet. This one's going to go into craft. It will need to be restrung and it's missing some rhinestones. I don't see any markings on that one. That'll be $1. This A necklace is marked S steel, so stainless steel on it. So that looks to be in good shape. Really nice initial necklace, would be pretty for layering, and it does have an extender. So on that one we'll do $3 on the stainless steel A necklace. And next up we have this necklace. I think this is all one piece. I'll just stand it up here a second. So the clasp is back here. And then it does come down into these different beads. We are missing a stone there. And it does show wear throughout. That one will be in craft for $1. And we've got another, I don't think this is a necklace unless it's missing something. And that would be kind of an odd bracelet, so I'm not really sure about that one. We'll just put that into craft for $1. The metal is in excellent condition, but I'm not sure the purpose. And we do have this copper tone bangle, a little bit weighty. Seems to be in good shape. That one is coming in at an 8. We'll do $2 on that one. And this chain is showing a lot of wear on it. And I don't see any markings. That will be in craft for $1. And we do have a ring here. This one does have a marking on it. I believe it says 14K GE, which would be 14 karat gold electroplated. And it is in pretty good condition. All the stones are there, so that's good. Kind of like a vintage look to it. And that one is coming in at a 7 3/4. And it is magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. So not that many earrings in the box. We do have this leaf necklace, and I apologize, it's getting pretty windy here, so you might be hearing that in the background. This has a lot of wear and discoloration. That one will go into craft for $1. And we're back to this kind of mess here. This is a beaded necklace, and then it does have the chains on the end of it. And there is like some coins, and then this just feels like plastic, like a faux amber. So I'm just gonna move this whole tangle, and we'll do $2 on that whole tangle if anybody wants that. Not sure if anything's really usable, but definitely for craft. And then we have this bracelet here with the pearls, and it's a multi-layer chain bracelet with the dangling faux pearls, and it looks to be in okay condition. It's got an extender. I don't see any markings on that one. We'll just do $2 on that. And then we have this kind of suede cord, and then this faux leather kind of bracelet. Both of those will be in craft for $1. So a pretty heavy craft lot. And then let's go ahead and dump out the remainder of the box. And we do have a lot of substantial pieces in here. This is a really cool necklace. Definitely reminds me of a Stella and Dot or something like that. I don't see any markings, which is surprising. And a little bit kinked on the chain. And there is a little bit of wear on the metal. But really cool, like a dyed stone. And then there's some opalescent tone beads and a deep red. This is a really pretty piece for fall. So it is going to need a little bit of work getting the kink out of the chain. And there is wear. But overall, it's super cool. We'll do $3 on that one. And this is broken. That'll go into craft. All right, and we do have this gold tone necklace that's pretty knotted up. I'm just going to put that into craft for $1. There might be a marking on that one. That is American Eagle on that, so that'll be $1. And we do have this kind of like apple juice color is how I would describe it, a long acrylic disc necklace. It looks to be in pretty good shape. We'll do $3 on that one. And just a couple more pieces here. This looks like a dyed howlite probably. And really nice condition on the clasp. This one is marked LS. So the first thing that came to mind is Louis Stern. But I don't know if that would be that. So I'm going to do some research on that piece. But it's in really nice condition. So that's exciting. I will see what I can find out about that and put info on the screen. And we do have this seed beaded necklace with multi-layer. And I think this is broken, at least the extender portion, so you could take that off and then just use it without the extender, and then it would just be a shorter necklace. There is wear back there as well, so we'll just do $1 on that one if anybody's interested in that. And then we have this chain necklace with the little shield. And this looks to be like a choker, but I'm not seeing where the clasp is, so I think it is broken. That will go in craft for $1. And last up, it's odd, these were all stacked together. but they are bangles, and it looks like there is wear with the copper coming through. So all of those will be in craft for $1. And we just have, I want to move the little earrings over, and we'll get rid of these bits. So let's take a look at the earrings. There's not many, and I don't think we have any matches, but I want to make sure there's no sterling or anything in the mix. I don't think there is. This little tube I was going to test, so I'll move that to my research pile. So I'll just move anything that's not magnetic, I'll just move aside so I can quick check it. And then the single earrings will be going into craft. So overall, I think this was a pretty good box. It's hard to judge until I finish the tangles with that possible gold, but I think we got some nice items in here. Let me know what your thoughts were. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to keep an eye out for a bonus sale video this week, and Thursday keep an eye out for the Goodwill Blue Box name brand jewelry video. And I will see you back very soon on my next video. Have a great evening.